Ladies and gentlemen, every single one of us wakes up every morning with two versions of ourselves fighting for control. One version says, stay in bed a little longer. Life can wait. The other version says, get up, take charge, and make the most of today. Now let me ask you a simple question. Which version are you feeding? The weak version of you is comfortable, lazy, and full of excuses. It whispers, tomorrow will be better, while robbing you of today. It convinces you to settle for less, to accept mediocrity, and to live beneath your potential. But let me tell you something important. That weak version isn't your destiny. It's a choice. You can choose to kill it, not with anger or self-criticism, but with discipline, vision, and determination. You see, success isn't about some magical transformation overnight. It's about killing off bad habits, one by one. It's about making decisions that align with the strong, powerful version of yourself, the version that works harder, dreams bigger, and fights smarter. You have to starve the excuses, suffocate the fears, and outgrow the lies you've been telling yourself. It's not easy, but the best things in life never are. So if you want to live the life you've dreamed of, here's the truth. The weak version of you has to die. It's not cruel, it's necessary. Because only then can the strong version of you thrive. Make the decision today, not tomorrow, not next week. Start killing that weak version now and watch your life change in ways you never thought possible. Recalling your role as the decision maker dramatically increases your sense of responsibility and independence. The weak version of you blames others for where you are. The strong version takes full responsibility for your life and choices. Excuses are the food of the weak. Stop feeding them and start taking action despite your circumstances. Skazi. Killing the weak version starts with replacing old habits. Success is built one habit at a time, not overnight. The weak version thrives on negative self-talk. Guard your mind and focus on thoughts that empower you. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. The weak version fears it. The strong version embraces it. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. The weak version loves the easy path. Choose the path of growth instead. You become like the people you spend time with. Surround yourself with those who inspire and challenge you to grow. Clearly picture the person you want to become. The stronger version of you starts in your imagination before it becomes reality. The weak version focuses on how far there is to go. The strong version celebrates every step forward, no matter how small. Every day is a new chance to choose the stronger version of yourself. Success isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily commitment. Take responsibility for your life. It's easy to look around and find someone or something to blame for where you are today. It's simple to point fingers at the economy, your upbringing, or your current circumstances. But I'll tell you something important. Taking responsibility is the first step to transforming your life. You see, when you stop blaming and start taking ownership, you realize something powerful. You hold the keys to your future. It's your decisions, your actions, your mindset that will either keep you stuck or push you forward. No one else can control your destiny but you. Too many people waste time and energy blaming external factors for their challenges. The moment you stop playing the victim is the moment you take the reins of your life. If you want to change your situation, you must stop waiting for things to improve on their own. Improvement comes from within you, from your commitment to take action and make better choices each and every day. Taking responsibility means that no matter how hard life gets, you are the one who must rise up. You choose to respond to challenges with resilience, not surrender. You accept that the road to success will have obstacles, but you're in charge of how you navigate them. It's your responsibility to make the tough decisions, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep moving forward with determination. It's about acknowledging that the current version of you, no matter where you are, was created by the choices you made in the past. If you want a different future, start by making different decisions today. Responsibility isn't about being perfect. It's about being proactive, about owning your journey, and understanding that your future is built on the foundation of your actions. Foursquare Sports, the long haul. When you take responsibility, you break free from the limitations of excuses and shift into a mindset of empowerment. You stop waiting for permission, you stop blaming others, and you take control of your own success. That's when you start to build the life you've always wanted. Excuses are the silent killers of success. They creep in, often disguised as reasons, and convince you that it's okay to delay, to put things off, to settle for less than your best. But I'll tell you this, every excuse you make is a choice to remain where you are, to stay stuck in a place that doesn't serve you. Now you might tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, or I don't have enough time, or it's too hard. But the truth is, those excuses are nothing more than distractions. Distractions that prevent you from seeing the path ahead, the path that leads to growth, to achievement, to success. The more you feed those excuses, the stronger they become. And the more you allow them to dominate your mind, the further you push away the life you desire. Excuses are comfortable. They offer you temporary relief from the pressure of doing the hard work, but they rob you of your potential in the long run. The weak version of you will always find a reason not to act. It will tell you that it's easier to wait, to hope for things to change, to wish for opportunities to come to you. But that's not how life works. The world doesn't hand you success on a silver platter. It rewards action. It rewards effort. It rewards persistence. To starve your excuses, you must be willing to face the truth. You must be honest with yourself about why you're not where you want to be. Excuses are the stories we tell ourselves to avoid facing the uncomfortable reality of what it takes to succeed. And if you're serious about change, you need to stop telling yourself those stories. You have to replace those excuses with action, with discipline, and with a mindset that refuses to accept anything less than your best. When you stop making excuses, you free yourself. You free yourself from the chains of procrastination, from the habit of waiting for the perfect moment, and from the fear that keeps you paralyzed. And once you start taking action, no matter how small, you build momentum. Excuses lose their power when you step forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. Each step forward is a victory over the excuses that once held you back. So stop feeding them. Stop giving them any more energy. If you want to change your life, you have to take control of your choices and stop allowing excuses to run the show. Take responsibility, take action, and starve those excuses until they no longer exist. The only thing standing between you and success is the stories you tell yourself about why you can't achieve it. Kill those stories and watch how your life begins to change. The key to lasting success isn't found in one moment of inspiration or in a single breakthrough. It's in the habits you build. Every day you make choices that shape who you are becoming. And those choices are often small, seemingly insignificant actions. But when you look back, those small actions compound over time to create the life you lead. So if you want a different life, you have to build different habits. Let's be clear. Habits are powerful. They're the invisible force that either propels you forward or holds you back. Right now, you have habits, some serving you well and others keeping you stuck. But the good news is you can change them. If you want to reach new heights, you've got to start by breaking old patterns and replacing them with new, empowering habits. The secret to success is not in doing a few extraordinary things. It's in doing the simple things consistently. Success is a result of doing the basics, day in and day out, with discipline and consistency. It's about showing up, doing the work, and making those small decisions every single day that align with the life you want to create. But here's the thing. Building new habits is not easy. If it were, everyone would be successful. The old habits you have are comfortable because they've been with you for a long time, but comfort is the enemy of progress. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable. You have to decide that the person you want to become is worth the temporary discomfort of changing your routines. Start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire life in one day. Focus on one habit at a time, whether it's waking up earlier, reading more, exercising regularly, or practicing gratitude. Commit to doing it every day. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency. As you repeat a new behavior, it becomes easier. It becomes part of who you are. And eventually, you don't even have to think about it anymore. It's automatic. But remember, habits don't build themselves. You must take intentional action and stay committed. Every time you choose the better habit over the easier one, you're strengthening your future. And over time, the new habits you build will become the foundation for success in every area of your life. Your health, your relationships, your career, and your personal growth. If you want to achieve extraordinary things, start by building the extraordinary habits that will get you there. The little things you do each day, when stacked up over time, become the big things that shape your destiny. So focus on what you can control, your habits, and watch how your life transforms. The future you want is built on the habits you choose today. The habit you choose today. Your mindset is the most powerful tool you have. It determines how you respond to challenges, how you deal with setbacks, and how you ultimately shape your future. The truth is, everything begins in your mind. If you think you can, you're halfway there. If you think you can't, you're also right. The way you think about yourself, about the world, and about your potential will dictate the results you see. Strengthening your mindset isn't something that happens overnight. It's a daily process, one that requires discipline, self-awareness, and a commitment to growth. It starts with recognizing that your thoughts are either working for you or against you. Negative thoughts, doubts, and fears have no place in your mind if you're serious about success. You must learn to control your thoughts, to guard your mind from the poison of negativity, and to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. The strongest minds are not those that are always positive or immune to challenges. They are the ones that can overcome adversity. It's not the difficult times that break people down, it's how they respond to those times. A strong mindset is one that stays focused on the goal, that refuses to be distracted by obstacles, and that is resilient in the face of failure. A weak mindset is one that gets defeated at the first sign of trouble, but a strong mindset understands that failure is simply a lesson, a stepping stone on the path to success. You must consciously choose the thoughts you entertain. You must challenge the beliefs that limit your growth and replace them with ones that propel you forward. It's about understanding that you are in control of your thoughts, not the other way around. Your mind is like a garden, and if you allow weeds of doubt, fear, and negativity to grow unchecked, they'll overrun everything. But if you plant seeds of positive thinking, self-belief, and resilience, you'll cultivate a powerful mindset capable of achieving anything. Consequences can be a powerful force for good, but ignoring them can lead to the false belief that we have all the power in the world. Our lives are on our own terms, and we only get one set. A strong mindset also comes from developing emotional intelligence. Learning how to manage your emotions, especially in times of stress or uncertainty. You don't have to be perfect at it, but you must develop the awareness to know when your emotions are taking over and how to redirect them toward positive action. Emotion is energy, and if you learn how to harness it, you can fuel your progress instead of letting it drain you. The way you speak to yourself is also crucial. Words have power. If you constantly tell yourself that things are hard, that success is impossible, or that you're not good enough, you're reinforcing those beliefs in your mind. But if you affirm that you are capable, that you are worthy of success, and that you have the strength to overcome any challenge, you're laying the foundation for a stronger, more resilient mindset. So if you want to achieve greatness, you must first strengthen your mindset. It starts with understanding that your thoughts are the seeds of your future. And just as a farmer cultivates his crops, you must cultivate your mind. Feed it with positive, empowering beliefs. Challenge the negative and replace it with what serves your growth. The strongest people are not those who face no adversity, but those who have trained their minds to rise above it and move forward regardless. Your mindset is the key that unlocks the doors to everything you want in life. Strengthen it, and there's nothing you can't achieve. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your achievements. It's the one thing that separates those who talk about success from those who actually experience it. It's easy to get excited about dreams and ambitions, but excitement alone won't get you anywhere. If you want to achieve anything of substance in life, you have to learn to embrace discipline. Discipline is not about restriction or deprivation. It's about making the conscious decision to focus on the long-term rewards, even when the immediate gratification is tempting. It's the ability to say no to things that won't serve your future and to stay committed to what really matters. The weak version of you will always look for shortcuts, will always seek comfort and ease. But if you want a life that's exceptional, you must develop the strength to do what's hard and uncomfortable, not just what's easy. You see, discipline is what gets you up when you don't feel like it. It's what pushes you to take action, even when your mind is telling you to relax. It's that inner resolve that says, I'm doing this because I have a purpose. I'm not letting my emotions dictate my actions. Successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But discipline is consistent. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't wait for the right feelings. Discipline simply shows up and does the work. Discipline is also about consistency. It's the little things you do every single day that add up to big results. It's not about big dramatic efforts that fade away after a week. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and pushing through the challenges no matter how small or inconvenient they seem. That's how you build momentum. And momentum is what propels you forward towards your goals, even when the road gets tough. When you embrace discipline, you stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. You understand that life is full of distractions, and the key to success is learning how to ignore them. Whether it's a temptation to procrastinate, a moment of weakness, or a desire to take the easy route, you recognize those things for what they are, challenges to your commitment, and you face them head on. You don't let them control you, because you know that every time you let them win, you're one step further away from the life you're capable of creating. True discipline requires sacrifice. It requires you to put in the hard work when no one is watching, to stay focused when others are distracted, and to make the tough decisions that may not feel good in the moment, but pay off in the long run. The disciplined person chooses the harder path because they know it's the one that leads to greatness. And make no mistake, discipline is a habit. It's not a one-time effort. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. Over time, what once seemed difficult becomes second nature. And when you can rely on discipline in every area of your life, whether it's your health, your finances, your relationships, or your personal growth, that's when success becomes inevitable. And if you want to transform your life, you must embrace discipline. You must commit to doing the work even when you don't feel like it, to make the right choices even when it's hard, and to stay focused on your goals every single day. It's not easy, but nothing worthwhile ever is. And when you look back, you'll realize that discipline was the key that unlocked the door to your future. If you want to grow, you've got to get comfortable with discomfort. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens when you push yourself beyond your limits, when you face challenges that stretch you, when you step into situations that make you nervous or uncertain. The uncomfortable moments are the ones that shape you, that force you to become more than you were yesterday. So if you're not willing to be uncomfortable, you're not willing to grow. You see, the weak version of you seeks comfort. It looks for the easy way out, the shortcut, the path of least resistance. But here's the truth. That path doesn't lead to success. It leads to stagnation. If you want to live a life of mediocrity, then by all means stay comfortable. But if you want to achieve greatness, you must embrace the discomfort that comes with pursuing something meaningful. It's easy to get complacent. It's easy to tell yourself, I'm okay with where I am. Things are fine. But that's a trap. Success requires movement. It requires change. And change requires discomfort. Whether it's getting up earlier, working harder, learning new skills, or facing fears that have held you back, each of these requires stepping into the unknown, into the uncomfortable. And that's where the magic happens. When you step outside your comfort zone, you're giving yourself the opportunity to become better. Think about it. Every time you do something that feels uncomfortable, you're learning, you're growing, you're adapting. And it's only through this process that you can achieve the kind of success you're after. If you only do what feels good, what feels easy, you'll never discover your true potential. Most people avoid discomfort because they fear failure or rejection. They don't want to feel the sting of making a mistake or the discomfort of trying something new. But let me tell you something, failure is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It's through the discomfort of failure that you learn resilience, persistence, and determination. The people who win in life are the ones who understand that discomfort is temporary, but the lessons learned are permanent. And if you run away from discomfort, you run away from the very things that will help you become who you're meant to be. When you get comfortable being uncomfortable, you start to take more risks, you become more resourceful, and you begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles. You stop making excuses and start making progress. You stop letting fear control you and start letting courage guide you. It's the willingness to be uncomfortable that separates the dreamers from the doers. You belong here and stay down. So, instead of avoiding discomfort, learn to seek it out. Take on the challenges that scare you. Step into situations that make you nervous. Push yourself to do things you've never done before. Every time you do, you'll realize that what seemed uncomfortable at first becomes easier and easier with practice. And eventually, the things that once terrified you will become second nature. The best things in life are on the other side of discomfort. The life you want, the success you dream about, it's waiting for you. But you've got to be willing to step into the discomfort that comes with it. Because discomfort is the price of progress. And if you're not willing to pay it, you'll be stuck where you are, wishing for a change. But if you embrace it, you'll move forward, and the discomfort will eventually fade away, leaving you with the life you've always wanted. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your life. It's not just about the conversations you have or the activities you engage in together. It's about the energy, mindset, and standards that are passed on to you. If you want to grow, to achieve more, to be better, you must surround yourself with strength. You can't expect to rise above your circumstances if the people around you are constantly dragging you down, settling for mediocrity, or encouraging bad habits. You become like the people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. When you surround yourself with strong, ambitious people, you set the standard for your own life. You start to see what's possible. You begin to believe that your dreams are achievable because the people around you are pursuing theirs with determination and focus. You learn from their discipline, their mindset, and their relentless drive. You're inspired by their success, and you push yourself harder because you know that you're in an environment that expects growth, not stagnation. On the other hand, if you spend too much time with people who are content with mediocrity, who make excuses, and who complain about life, you'll find yourself slipping into the same mindset. It's easy to get caught up in negativity when you're around negative people. Their doubts will become your doubts. Their limitations will become your limitations. You'll start to believe that it's okay to settle, that it's okay to stop pushing for more, but it's not. And the only way to break free from that cycle is to surround yourself with those who won't let you stay there. Strong people elevate you. They challenge you to think bigger, to act with purpose, and to be more disciplined. They hold you accountable, and they demand the best from you. But they also offer support when you need it, encouragement when you're down, and a sense of community when you're walking through difficult times. You need people around you who believe in your potential, who remind you of your strengths, and who push you to become better. But let's be clear, it's not just about being around strength for the sake of it. It's about aligning yourself with people who share your values, who are committed to growth, and who hold themselves to high standards. Don't settle for toxic relationships or friendships that drain your energy. If you want to become successful, you need people around you who are already living at the level you aspire to. You need to be around people who inspire you to raise your own standards, who show you what's possible when you refuse to settle for less. The minute you switch that narrative, you get a new one. Surrounding yourself with strength also means cutting out those who hold you back, whether that's friends, family members, or acquaintances. It can be difficult, but it's necessary. You must create space for the people who will help you grow. And it's not just about seeking out successful people. It's about finding people who are willing to invest in themselves, who are committed to their own personal growth, and who are eager to help others rise as well. You become part of a network of strength, and you'll find that your life begins to change in ways you never imagined. As you raise your standards, you'll begin to attract people who align with those standards. You'll find that your circle gets stronger, your opportunities increase, and your mindset shifts to one of abundance and possibility. The people around you will either pull you up or drag you down, so make sure you're surrounding yourself with those who will lift you higher. Because when you're surrounded by strength, you can't help but become stronger yourself. And that's how you achieve the success, the growth, and the life you've always dreamed of. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you must first be able to see it. You can't achieve what you can't imagine. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you have to transform your life. It's not just about daydreaming or wishing for something to happen. It's about creating a vivid, detailed image of the person you want to become and the life you want to live. You have to mentally rehearse your success before you see it in reality. So you see it. The strongest version of you exists in your mind before it ever manifests in your actions or results. If you can't see it in your mind, you won't be able to create it in your life. So start by visualizing who you want to be.